In the heart of the Milky Way, the Terran Federation stood as a beacon of human unity among the diverse tapestry of the galaxy. The delicate balance of interstellar relations relied on a shared commitment to ethical principles, and the cornerstone of these was the No DNA-altering Charter. The Charter, a universal agreement signed by 747 known alien species, prohibited any manipulation of genetic material. This sacred covenant aimed to ensure the natural evolution of species and prevent the dangerous consequences of playing with the building blocks of life. However, whispers began to circulate within the highest echelons of the Terran Federation. A clandestine project, hidden from the prying eyes of the galaxy, had breached the sanctity of the Charter. The revelation threatened not only the reputation of humanity but also the fragile trust among the myriad alien species. In a grand assembly, President Helena Trask addressed the representatives of the interstellar community. Her voice resounded with sincerity as she declared the Terran Federation's unwavering commitment to upholding the Charter. The public announcement was a masterful display of diplomacy, an assurance that the Federation would spare no effort in uncovering the truth. Yet, within the hidden chambers of power, a different narrative unfolded. The Federation's leaders, aware of the potential benefits of the forbidden genetic research, clandestinely plotted to secure the knowledge for their own gains. Driven by the desire for enhanced capabilities and a strategic advantage, they devised a covert plan to exploit the illicit findings. Amidst this intrigue, retired space detective Adrian Voss found himself reluctantly drawn back into the cosmic tapestry. Once a stalwart investigator, he had traded the starlit expanse for the quiet solitude of a distant outpost. However, the anonymous arrival of a cryptic data packet changed everything. In the dim glow of his makeshift office, Adrian decrypted the files to reveal the classified plans of the Terran Federation. The schematics outlined their covert efforts to seize and exploit the forbidden genetic research, threatening the delicate balance of the galaxy. Haunted by the moral dilemma before him, Adrian contacted a few trusted contacts who still lingered on the fringes of the cosmic underworld. Together, they formed an unlikely alliance, united by the shared goal of exposing the truth. As the public investigation unfolded, Adrian and his clandestine team operated in the shadows. They traversed the labyrinthine corridors of deceit, uncovering hidden motives and covert agendas. The tension between the Federation's public facade and their private machinations escalated, threatening to tear apart the fabric of unity. In a twist of fate, Adrian's group stumbled upon a secluded research facility nestled on the outskirts of a distant star system. Shielded by the veil of cosmic obscurity, the facility housed the culmination of forbidden genetic experiments, conducted in defiance of the Charter. As they infiltrated the clandestine laboratory, Adrian faced a moral crossroads. The forbidden knowledge lay within reach, promising untold advancements for humanity. Yet, the consequences of wielding such power loomed large. The head scientist, Dr. Elena Kaur, a brilliant geneticist driven by the pursuit of knowledge, confronted Adrian. Her eyes reflected the conflict within, torn between scientific curiosity and the responsibility to adhere to ethical principles. "You don't understand, detective," she pleaded. "This research could elevate us to new heights, reshape the destiny of humanity." Adrian, burdened by the weight of his choices, debated the ramifications of exposing or wielding the forbidden knowledge. The decision he made would not only determine the fate of humanity but also influence the course of interstellar relations. In a courageous move, Adrian broadcast his conversation with Dr. Kaur to the entire Galactic Council. The revelation exposed the Federation's duplicitous actions, sending shockwaves through the assembly of alien species. Outrage and disbelief rippled across the cosmic expanse. As the truth unraveled, the Galactic Council demanded accountability from the Terran Federation. Public pressure mounted, forcing the Federation's leaders to abandon their pursuit of genetic manipulation. The forbidden research, deemed too perilous and ethically fraught, was dismantled under the watchful eyes of the interstellar community. In the aftermath, the galaxy stood at a crossroads. The once unified alliance grappled with the consequences of betrayal, with fractures in the trust that had bound them together. Adrian Voss, having played a pivotal role in exposing the truth, faded back into the cosmic shadows. The retired detective gazed at the star-studded expanse, knowing that the repercussions of his actions would resonate across the galaxy. Fate of the galaxy uncertain, potential for new stories and challenges emerged. The interstellar community faced a reckoning, grappling with the aftermath of deception and the quest for redemption. The future held the promise of uncharted territories, untold adventures, and the ever-present struggle between ethics and the pursuit of knowledge in the vast expanse. The revelation of the Terran Federation's betrayal reverberated through the galaxy, causing fractures in the once unified alliance. Alien species, outraged by humanity's breach of trust, began to distance themselves from the Terran Federation. The cosmic tapestry, once woven with threads of cooperation, now bore the scars of deception. Within the Federation itself, dissent grew like a silent storm. Small, tight-knit groups emerged, each driven by its own agenda and vision for the future. Former allies turned into cautious neighbors, and unity dissolved into a complex mosaic of factions. President Helena Trask, now faced with the consequences of the Federation's actions, struggled to maintain control. As she addressed the Galactic Council, pleading for understanding and forgiveness, it became evident that the damage was irreversible. The once mighty Terran Federation had become a fragmented entity, its influence waning in the cosmic currents. Against the wishes of many humans who longed for reconciliation, the factions within the Federation chose to cut ties with the rest of the galaxy. These independent groups, driven by self-preservation and a desire to escape the judgment of the alien species, formed their own enclaves in distant corners of space. The Terran diaspora unfolded, with each faction staking its claim on unexplored territories. As they ventured into the cosmic unknown, they carried with them the burden of humanity's actions. The splintered Federation struggled to redefine its identity, clinging to the remnants of a once glorious alliance. Amidst this cosmic disarray, Adrian Voss, the retired space detective, found himself at the crossroads once again. His involvement in exposing the Federation's betrayal had thrust him into the center of a shifting galactic landscape. He pondered the repercussions of the faction's decision to isolate themselves, recognizing the potential dangers of such a fractured existence. Adrian, unwilling to accept the division as the new norm, embarked on a journey to bridge the widening gaps. His ship, a lone vessel in the vastness of space, became a beacon of hope for those who still believed in unity. He sought out diplomats, scientists, and pioneers from all corners of the galaxy, striving to mend the broken bonds. However, the challenges were immense. Old wounds ran deep, and distrust lingered in the cosmic winds. The factions, entrenched in their newfound independence, viewed Adrian's efforts with suspicion. Yet, he persisted, driven by a belief that the unity of species was paramount for the survival of all. As Adrian navigated the political intricacies of the splintered Federation, he encountered individuals who shared his vision. Together, they formed a coalition of like-minded beings, spanning across different species and backgrounds. Their goal was to reintegrate the factions into a unified front, healing the scars of betrayal and rebuilding trust. The cosmic journey was fraught with challenges. The factions, wary of external influence, resisted Adrian's diplomatic overtures. Yet, through perseverance and a shared commitment to a common future, a spark of unity began to flicker in the vast darkness. In the midst of this delicate dance, a new threat emerged from the shadows. A mysterious force, drawn to the vulnerability of the fragmented Federation, sought to exploit the divisions for its own gain. It wielded influence behind the scenes, sowing discord and manipulating the factions from the cosmic shadows. Adrian, sensing the impending danger, rallied his coalition against this unseen adversary. Together, they uncovered a plot that went beyond the betrayal of the Terran Federation, revealing a sinister force with a dark agenda for the entire galaxy. A confrontation with this malevolent force, the factions faced a choice: remain divided and vulnerable, or unite against a common foe. The outcome of this struggle would shape the destiny of the galaxy, determining whether the fractured Federation could overcome its internal divisions to stand as a united front against the looming threat. The only possible out is all-out war.